Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Apollo Show. I'm your host, Apollo, and I'm here with the beautiful Alanna Powell. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So welcome.
My first podcast. I'm so excited.
Yeah, excited? Amazing.
Yeah.
We've seen each other a bit online, and I've been really looking forward to meeting you, actually, because I always see you and you're just blowing up. Every time I see you, your social medias are getting more and more popular.
Yeah. It's crazy.
How's it been going?
It's been good. Just finding my groove, what works, just being really consistent, and it's paying off for me at the moment.
Yeah, nothing like seeing a direct response from your social medias to keep you posting daily. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
There's ups and downs, but just being consistent and not fixated on one post doing well. I'm just posting so much. It's like I don't even know what's going viral.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's the trick. Whenever someone's like, tell me, Apollo, what did you do to get viral? And I'm like, dude, I post every day, twice a day, on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Do you have do you have Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Do you use that, or are you mostly just Instagram, TikTok?
Yeah, I do, but I just love the reels on Instagram at the moment, and the new scheduling tool. I'm not sure if you use that. People are a bit...
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a scheduling tool that's new on Insta. So and people say it doesn't, when you schedule stuff, it doesn't do as well, but for me it's working, and it because I don't want to be fixated on my Instagram all the time and be on there and posting every few hours. Yep. So you can schedule reels and post.
So good. That's so good.
Not stories yet, but yeah.
Well, I think honestly that if what I've found with social medias, particularly Instagram, mainly because I use Instagram the most, when they're pushing new functions, usually they do better than all the other ways of doing things. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to push that scheduling tool and people who are using it might get way better results. I don't know. Yeah,
it's been working well. I just set and forget. It's
Brilliant.
Because I try not to go on Instagram too much. It can really...
I live on that thing.
Overconsume. I know.
Yeah, it's so easy to do.
I can't lie, I do as well.
Yeah.
But...
It's so easy to do, especially when things are popping off. You're like,
I know.
Feels good. It feels like I'm winning on a slot machine.
I know.
Yeah, not good. Not good, but also pretty good feeling.
Yeah, good dopamine.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how long have you been doing OnlyFans for now?
I've been doing it for a year and a few months.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And when did your social medias really start popping off? Is that when you started posting daily, when you decided to go into OnlyFans full-time?
Yeah. Oh, I started doing it full-time when I quit my full-time job. And that's when I went all in for my socials because, when I was working at my...
What were you working as?
I was a flight attendant.
Excellent.
And
you would have been very popular as a flight attendant.
Yeah. It was fun. I made a lot of friends. I miss it. I miss the people. Definitely not the work.
Yeah.
But that's when I started. After I quit, I decided to just go in, and that's when I was I don't care what anyone thinks. I post. Yeah, I don't even right now. I really don't I don't have to wear makeup anymore. I don't have to edit my photos. I can.
Well, what I will say is you are actually very beautiful without makeup.
You're so sweet.
Honestly, there's I think that a lot of girls could probably go without wearing makeup, to be honest.
I think
it's
everyone can.
Yeah, there's not many girls I've seen that look that look way better. I don't see a lot of girls that look way better with makeup than without, it's just, yeah.
I've just got this mindset no video is getting wasted. I'm posting everything, even if I look not the best, because men like anything, and it's all in your head. I might not be having the best skin day to day, but I didn't wake up in
I think the more women can think like a man in that regard. I wake up and I do a selfie video telling people about my day, and I've got a pimple on my nose. Do you think I'm oh my God, trying to put a concealer on it or trying to get a filter to get the pimple off? I'm not. I just don't care. But also I don't know what the difference in societal comments, societal comments would be. So I don't know if there's a difference between your comment section when you have a pimple on your face and mine.
Do you read your comment section?
Absolutely. I shouldn't tell them that, but I literally I read every comment.
I have to start reading mine.
Because they're rude?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I actually,
what I
sometimes
mean.
read them and I get fueled off them, like in a good way. I think it's hilarious sometimes. The hate.
But what I will say is that is such a typical difference in how men are treated in this game than women.
Yeah.
Like by society. Like
Yeah.
people to me in my comments are like, yeah, killing it. Great job.
Oh, you don't get any hate.
Very, very rarely. Like sometimes when I joke around about like, you know, how big is or whatever, guys are like, it's not that big. You know, like, you know, like it, like,
Yeah.
but in terms of just like doing what I do, like some people try and have a but it really it doesn't what is the word, like resonate with me at all. Like it kind of just slides off my back. I'm like, I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm worth and I know what I stand for, and I know I'm doing my best. I feel like, I don't know, like it would be different maybe if that wasn't just like 1 out of 30, 1 out of 40 comments. Like if it was like every other comment, because people are piling on, might be different.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I don't get that much hate. I'm just looking at the hate, the bad and the good.
Honestly, girls I know that do really well with that stuff, like in terms of managing it.
Yeah.
Their best advice was to delete the negative, keep the positive, and all of a sudden people start piling on with positive, not negative.
Yeah. I used to do that, but it just takes up too much time.
I think it's better just not to look at it at all. I think I like your strategy.
The analytics, I think.
Oh, really?
Not to delete them. You want more than me, right?
Of course. Well, you want people, like ideally you want people fighting in your comments. You want people going back and forth about like, you know, the pimple on your nose or whatever, because either way, like whether they're being like annoying or disrespectful to you, either way, it's like creating a hype in the comments, creating more engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy. What is up, people? Are you ready to elevate your health game? If so, then listen up. Introducing to you BLCKWAVE Supplements, your go-to destination for holistic supplements that cater to both men and women. Designed to optimize your entire system. Whether you're looking to enhance focus, libido support, or to revitalize your overall well-being, BLCKWAVE has got you covered. Head to their website, www.blckwave.com, and try their wide range of holistic supplements, ranging from their 2 flagship products, their cognitive support, Brain Force 1, designed to help skyrocket your focus as your productivity goes through the roof, and their male libido support supplement, AlphaMale, Male Enhancement, designed to help you unleash your inner beast. Ladies, do you also want to reignite some heat back into the relationship? Well, BLCKWAVE also offers horny goat weed to ignite your passion and help enhance your libido. And here's the cherry on top. Use my promo code WAVE20 at the checkout for an exclusive 20% off your purchase on the website. So what are you waiting for? Join the BLCKWAVE revolution today. Are you sick of scouring the hub looking for something authentic? Well, MyOF has exactly what you're looking for. Real girls having a real good time. Exclusive behind the scenes, 50% off your first month, and over 100 videos ready to watch on the feed as part of your subscription. With weekly new releases from both homegrown Australian talent and overseas professionals you know and love. It's an amateur's paradise. Go check out the website in my bio and follow the links to the ApolloshoWx. Wanted to see me, myself, and my D? Same website in bio, but look for the Apollo Show solo. Enjoy, guys. So, flight attendant. What do all your flight attendant friends from back in the day say about your new ventures? They know what you do, right?
Yeah, they know what I do. So supportive. I miss them so much.
Did you leave after starting OnlyFans, or was this something that you were like, I'm leaving flight attendant, I'm being a flighty, I don't know what I'm going to do next, and then you just picked up OnlyFans?
I felt I had to quit because of my OnlyFans. I was doing it for a year while I was working full time. And yeah, it got to a point where like I would rock up to work and it's like they would put us, like say they would put us in a line, I would be the only one that would get picked on like with my uniform and no one else. Like I just feel like they were like
trying to find reasons.
Yeah, they were trying to find reasons. Yeah, I did get
a
few like letters of allegation, So I think I was going to get fired anyways.
What's allegate?
So it's like
What do you mean?
when they find something against you, and obviously they have to put it in a letter to you, and then you have to explain.
As a warning, right?
Yeah, and yeah, like one of them was not staying in the hotel in Bali, which, you know, everyone does. Everyone like has a big night and doesn't come home.
Yep.
But I was just booking really nice Airbnbs and just filming content while I was in Bali on my layover, and then just coming back. Not even like they alcohol tested me once.
Yep. No problem.
No problem.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. One thing I do know about big corporate is that they do not like their staff, female staff, being on OnlyFans and showing off their body. I mean, they can say all they want, like how it's like part of our terms of service is
100%.
being like a branded ambassador for our brand, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, just idiots, dude. Like, if they're not breaking the law, I think that should be grounds for discrimination. Like,
100%.
like,
Well, there's a new law that came in that
Please,
employers can't discriminate against sex workers. So
good. So they should.
yeah,
Like,
I think
idea,
you know how I know that?
How?
Because you reposted it.
Who
once.
did me?
Yes.
Oh, right, great.
Like
Perfect.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I
It's
do-
a new law.
It is vaguely in my head. I repost so much.
No,
Yeah,
but you're
but-
iconic.
But so it should. So it
Like, I
fucking
remember
should.
I saw that in Brisbane. I don't know, maybe if it was just a law in Queensland, or maybe it was.
Well, I know what
I'm not
I know what
sure.
you're talking about. So sex work in Queensland became fully, what are they called? Like not illegal.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I don't know what there's a word. It's going to annoy me. I'm going to
Yeah,
wake up
no, it's
tomorrow
okay.
at 2 a.m. and be like, "That's the
Don't
word."
worry, just put it in here now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but it became totally decriminalized. Is the word I'm looking for. Completely decriminalized. So it's now it can now be a full blown like if you wanted to say on your what do I do for an occupation? Sex worker is a legal and legitimate
that's so interesting.
job.
Because I've just been putting like content creator on like my customs car when I come into Australia.
Totally.
I'm like, what?
Totally. I mean, I know girls who are, when they go overseas, it's something different every time. Marketer, social media manager,
Yeah, I know.
you know, whatever, like model. Like, so, yeah, and so it should. But, like, if I can do this job legally here, it should be illegal for someone who's like, hey, we don't agree that you show your to people online from the comfort of your home.
Yeah.
And be like, well, you know what? Like, this is actually my job. I get money from this.
I
And
know.
and I pay my very real bills with this not real job.
I know.
So, like,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that like big companies can be like, well, you know what? We're going to nitpick the out of you because we don't like what you do. Like,
I know. Never like associated myself with the brand, with my work on Instagram. And yeah, when I quit, I made my yearly salary in 1 month of OnlyFans. So it was
Best.
just like that's when I like it was the time to leave. And I was doing it for 2.5 years. Such a great job. I would recommend it. My dream was to work for Emirates.
Yep.
But yeah, that just like slipped away is when you just work
to be honest,
really hard.
like when you think like I don't know about you, but I never even knew that such an amazing job and lifestyle could exist.
I know.
You know, like the idea that you can live the lifestyle that you want to live and on your terms.
I know.
And make as much money as you decide to make is truly a dream come true.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I was born for this. I love getting my photo taken.
Right.
So I love taking it.
Exactly. And that's the thing with you, like you've only done a few collabs, right? So you're like you wouldn't consider yourself like a full-blown girly.
Yeah.
Like it would be more
like
you are a classic OnlyFans girl where it's like mostly solo, a few collabs here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you like there's a lot of money to be made if you're a pretty young lady with big boobs.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm very blessed in that department.
Absolutely.
Like, I was born with big tartars, so
while we're on the subject,
yeah.
What is the official of your chesticles?
They're actually, I don't think you can get any bigger than a K, and yeah, I'm a K.
You're a K.
K.
Excellent.
K for Karen, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. That is crazy.
And yeah, it's like Honeybird, I love their brand name, they go up to a G, but if still fits.
Do they fit?
Like, yeah, but if I bend down, they'll slip out. So.
Right. Nightmare.
Yeah, nightmare.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Great nightmare to have. Though,
yeah,
so.
Totally.
Yeah.
So when you quit, like when was it months before that where you were like, this is actually something I could do full time? Like when did you decide like this is no longer a side gig?
Just when the Instagram blew up, and just from finding my niche, I sort of made friends with this girl that I just started copying her videos. And their videos, like, I'm proud of. Like, I could show my parents. They're not, like, stuff I would be embarrassed about. My niche is very simple.
What is your niche?
How do I even describe it? Just definitely my accent, probably. I don't even know.
As in,
what do you reckon? Like, I just talk.
If I saw your
lifestyle, I don't know.
If I saw your social media and you were to, like, if you were to say to me, classify what, like, my content style is, I would say it is like lifestyle.
Yeah.
It is like me in Bali, me having drinks, me in a cute dress, me about to go out for drinks. Like, obviously you use your God-given gifts very well. But yeah, I think it was what we were talking about this at lunch, that like the guy crowd is huge.
It's crazy.
Like, and like they're the truly obsessive fans. Like, I don't like there's like big guys, there's Latino guys that are like, I like Latinas, you know, like but out of all the categories, like the big guys are the most obsessed.
I know, and that's why I feel like I was made for this, because
absolutely,
God, even my mum is like, where the those like, she's just
so this doesn't run in the family.
Like, no, maybe like my grandma, but mum said at her age she was not blessed, so
great,
you know, I have to use this to my advantage.
Bloody oath you do.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, same as my family with the hair. Like, none of my family has hair like mine.
Yeah,
so I'm just like, cool, you guys.
It's a great asset.
That's right, exactly right.
I do love like long hair on a guy.
Well, thank you.
It's rare, especially a man bun. Oh my God.
Honestly, it's very rare to see like thick long hair as well. Like, not a lot of dudes have thick long hair, especially in their 30s, deep into their 30s.
I know.
Lucky me, very lucky. So yeah, you live in Bali.
Yeah.
When did you move to Bali?
I moved to Bali like officially a few months ago, but I've just been coming and going. Like, I was back in Australia for my dad's 60th birthday, and then I was like, well, I'm here, I'm just going to do a little Queensland tour. And then I go back, and then I'm moving into a villa. But yeah, I loved Bali so much because I used to do layovers as a flight attendant, but only for one day. I'd be there for 24 hours.
And then back.
Yeah, it just was not enough. It was like a little tease. And always when I was there, I was like, I cannot wait until the day I can move here. And I finally made that dream happen. Like, I'm just about to go over and just buy a motorcycle, a little scooter, and little moped, and I'm gonna paint it pink.
Great.
So excited. Just little things, and renting a villa, maybe build a villa. It would be crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
World's your oyster over there. Like you know. What's like $1 Australian over there get you? Is that like good? Like, is that like if you had to compare it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
If I wanted to buy a Mars bar over there, or like,
I think, that's like 30 cents. I've seen videos of like, what can you buy with £1 or something, and it was like so much. Just in the mini-mart. Yeah.
This is like the secret, I think, to really getting financially free as an OF creator, is like living somewhere that is very low cost, and then 100%. You know, coming over to, you know, more affluent towns, cities, and doing collabs. So like you could live in Bali for like $10 a day, living well in like a 5-star villa, eating really nice whole food, and then you could just be like, I'm going to LA for 2 weeks. Boom. 10 collabs with, you know, BBCs that are famous on. Come back. Then you spend another 2 months here doing selfies, solos, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go to Brisbane, work with Apollo and like a few other guys. Boom, come back. You know, and plus I'm sure, you can probably tell me this, I'm sure there's a lot of creators that end up coming to Bali. 100%. Maybe not just to see you, but they're just in town.
Yeah, for a holiday.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, do you get many like creator collabs in that regard?
Yeah, definitely. The females, yes, because everyone comes to Bali for a holiday.
Absolutely. Especially the Perth content creators, because it's like 3 hours away.
Yes, it's so close. Yes. I did see last year, like, there was a massive like creator house in Bali that like 16 girls went to. It's like they had a big. You see that? Dash was like you would have seen.
I think I saw the girl. I didn't see all the content. I saw what they put on Instagram.
Yeah, I would love. I know it did. I would love to like rent out a big villa and just make it like a Bali hype house.
I'd come.
Oh yeah, men and women included.
That'd be sick.
Time. Yeah,
that'd actually be mate. I would be able to make a pretty sick.
It would be a bop house.
It would be a bop house.
Bali.
Yeah, totally. That'd be like some good content. Let's be like, guess where I'm going today?
Yeah,
Bali.
Literally.
Lit. living the actual dream, dude. Living
I am
the dream.
lucky. Just do it while you're young. Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you
I've
got
no commitments? No, yeah.
Perfect. Well, we were saying that, like, if I didn't have a dog, I'd be traveling more. Like, it really is a blessing. Although it, like, might not feel like it sometimes, it's a blessing to not have nothing holding you back at all. You know, like, if you want to go live in Bali, great, you can. If you want to, if you got to Bali and went, you know what? Not really into this. I'm going to go to Europe for 6 weeks. You could just, like, pack up and go. Like, there's nothing stopping you. It's so good.
I'm lucky. I'm blessed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always. I'm grateful.
Yeah, good.
Every day.
That's the way to be.
Yeah.
That's the way to be. This episode brought to you by BLCKWAVE Supplements. Go to their website, www.blckwave.com, and get the best supplements known to man. What's your dating life like?
It's good.
Do you find it challenging being an OnlyFans girl? Like, does that, or do you find that's not a problem?
Like a little bit. At the moment, I am struggling a bit just with collabs, because this year I like promised myself better quality content on OnlyFans. I wanted to do a few more collabs. I'm a bit like selective. I only like to collab with guys like I'm attracted to, so that's why I've only done 2 collabs, because maybe I'm picky, but also I have to have a connection on the outside the screen and like on the camera, and off the camera. I
agree. Like I mean, people hate it when I say this, but I only work with people I'm attracted to too. And I think like the energy does cross over onto video. Yeah. Like if you have good chemistry with the person, people can definitely tell. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and at the moment, I am dating, but I find it's hard, like, telling them. OnlyFans, like, the solo stuff, they're accepting, but, with the collabs, not so much. So,
it's really hard.
And it's not like you can hide it on the socials, so you really have to be honest.
And it just takes a special kind of person. I think, I always thought it would be a lot easier for women, because there's no such thing, as far as I know, as a community of women, but there's definitely a huge community of men that enjoy watching their partners get railed by like hot fit dudes. Yeah, like it's a thing. Like I get hit up on my like social media all the time from husbands being like, man, I wish you'd come and wife, like for real. And I'm just like watching it, like that's like I couldn't think of anything worse than like, you know, seeing someone who's like better than me in bed my wife better than probably I'm doing it. I'd be like that's horrifying to me. But that is a full like, what do you call it? Exactly. So I don't know. I thought as a girl it might be a little easier, but then again, maybe you're not attracted to someone who is not upset. I don't know. Like that isn't like so in. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so hard at the moment because I just don't know like what I want to sacrifice. I think at the moment I just do really want to focus on my work and my OnlyFans. But it's like, I don't want to maybe let the right person get away if I do find someone. But
how old are you? 22?
Yeah, I'm 22. So, and then I also remember I am still young. But the more I meet people, like I met this girl and her husband does all of her chats on her OnlyFans, and they do collabs together. Like that would be my dream. My husband working together on everything. Yeah,
how I've seen it work is a lot of the husbands, like when I'm overseas and I see like the really big girls who are partnered, they usually have a long-term partner, and usually that partner is like helps with their business. They don't have a separate business of their own. Like some do, but they don't do very well. Normally it's like the support for the girl's account. So they're out there.
I know.
I mean, they're out there. Like it's just a matter of finding the right guy, and it's learning how to deal with the jealousy when it does come up, because it's going to come up no matter what.
I know.
But it's a lot easier when you have someone who's in the game itself, like who like knows how it works. Maybe they know what a collab is. Like it's way harder. I can appreciate how hard it is for these non-content creator people, because like if you and let's just say you and I put all our social media out today, like. It all looks like, even though we did have a great time, don't get me wrong, we had a great time, it looks like we're having like the best time ever. Like you want to, like you're trying to make it seem like it's even more amazing and incredible than it, you know what I mean? So if I'm like your partner at home and I'm like, well, I've just
all my 10 boyfriends are gonna
exactly
talk to me.
Exactly. So it's like if I'm sat there watching like my partner have like the best time ever, and it looks that way, like it's easy to get set off if you don't know like, oh, that's you know, a chunk of that is put on for the camera. Like, it's not all necessarily what you're seeing on screen is 100% true.
I know.
But as a jealous dude, it's like you're just getting enraged by looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I
it's
feel
hard because it's work at the end of the day.
Oh, totally.
But to them, it's,
So I think maybe, like, finding... I always said, like, if I was to find a partner, it would probably have to be someone in, like, the polyamory community, like someone who's, you know, okay already with, like, sharing their partner in some way, or in the content creator community because they know what it's like. But, you know...
You get asked that question all the time in your Q&As on Instagram. And I watch them.
All the time.
You're always walking.
Always.
Yeah,
always walking.
Like the Q&As once a week on Instagram, you're onto it.
Yep.
You know what's up.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been a bit slack with the Q&As, only because my questions... Do you get funny questions?
Oh, dude, my whole...
keep it PG.
If I had to, like, tell you what my... Like, if I had to tell you the main theme, there's, like, a bunch of gay men on my Instagram who are just like, when are you going to f***ing dude? When are you going to have with a man? I would love to see... I'm like, I get it, dude. I get it. I know what you want. I've heard you. But, like, every question box is, like, 10 good questions and 30 ones I can just throw straight in the trash. No net.
You know what I do sometimes? I just go into my other account and write my own questions.
Hey, sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it. Tricks of the trade,
They're
everyone.
all so bad.
Well, yeah, mate, it's so true. Like, sometimes I'll do 3 question boxes in a week and not answer any of them, and everyone's like, well, why would I write another question? You're not even answer another one. Could you ask me dumb questions, Terry? Like,
someone told me question box once a week.
Is that the key?
Well, I think it's good for, like, followers.
Great
People
for engagement.
love them. Yeah, great for engagement.
Great for engagement.
Someone
People
told me
it.
that once a week, but not
Do you go live much?
On Instagram?
Or just in general, like Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans?
Oh, I went through a stage on TikTok, but TikTok is so strict. You have to
be like in a turtleneck.
I know. I'll have a little bit of and I'll get a warning, or I'll get a notification like, this is not getting recommended to young followers or something. And I try to go live on OnlyFans, but it's quite exhausting. I don't know, I've got this thing where it's like men telling me what to do on a live, like, yourself with the daughter, and like tip. I don't know,
I hate it, dude. I hate it. I like to do things on my own time. Like,
same.
Like the idea of having, like, a bunch of people telling me how to on a live, I'm like, nah, not for me. How I would prefer to do it, so, like, a lot of girls I know will do the live and they'll be like, they'll have goals where it's like, hit $100 and the shirt comes off, hit $200 and the comes off, blah blah blah, hit $250 and this comes out of the bag. You know, like, but for me, like, as a man, like, it's very hard to maintain long enough to be like, well, I'm not doing anything until this $100 gets hit. Meanwhile, my getting soft. So I think, like, if I was to do more lives, it would be like more like a buy tickets to the show, really watching the show, and the show's just going to be what it is, 100%. As opposed to, like, come to the show for free and tip for more Both are really, I don't know anyone who does my version. Most people do the come for free and whatever happens depending on the tips, but there's certain women that are built for that. Like,
100%.
a lot of girls love it. They're like, I love going live. They're like, I do Chatterbait, I do OnlyFans. I'm like, their whole social schedule is going live.
I know.
Yeah,
I did try, like, strip chat and Chatterbait, but oh my god, like, with another girl for 6 hours I did it once. Like, that was her shift. She was such a hustler. Like, the live stream girls.
It's work.
Yeah,
it's proper work.
It's literally work.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think going live can be very, very beneficial if you are good 100%. At it. Like, a lot of the girls I know that they have, like, a system where they're like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up 3 phones. One will have TikTok, one will have Instagram. And I'm going to go live, and I'm going to do, like, a live chat in clothes. And then when the live's coming to an end, I'll be like, hey guys, it's getting hot in here. I'm about to take a few layers off and head back over to my site. I might see you there. Going live in 10 minutes. And then they'll start their live on OnlyFans.
That's
and
so
then
smart.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to take that and run with it. But like, that's how they do it. But yeah, going live for me is just too tough. Maybe I would do, like, a live with a girl. Maybe that might make it a little bit more interesting.
Have you never done that?
Nah. I don't know. I don't know. As a being a bit vulnerable here, but I feel like I feel more pressure when, if there was like 30 or 40 or 100 people, like, looking at me and, like, expecting me to feel like I would get camera shy and not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes quite a lot of skill. People don't realize how much skill it takes to be able to just, like, a command.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was sort of similar earlier. I didn't have in our video, but I was in front of the camera. I was like, I don't know if it's or not, but it just came.
Yeah, perfect. That's what we want. And that's how... That's
like camera shy a little bit. But
yeah, but...
For you, it's becoming more natural.
Yeah, well, it just... I think as a dude, you just have to be comfortable. It just took me probably a long time to ease into feeling as comfortable in front of the camera as I am now. Don't worry about it. Like, for any dudes who are watching this being like, he's a superhero, I'm like, I'm not. The first, 6 months was tough. Really tough. A lot of really having to fluff myself to get to the end of these, scenes and stuff, So, it's a skill like anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about Bali. Tell me more about Bali. Like, is that somewhere where you're going to stay full-time, or are you planning to be anywhere else?
Definitely full-time. Would love to be based there, but this year I'm doing so much travelling. I've booked a few holidays because I love Bali, but I don't want to say, I've just travelled there.
Yeah.
I'm going to South America in March for the carnival, which I'm so excited for. Have you been?
I got invited there.
No way.
And I decided not to because I looked at flights and they were like $5,000 or $4,000.
It's crazy. I haven't even booked my flights yet. Oh, yeah, one way.
Dude, how's this? It was $4,000. The cheapest one was...
Is this to Rio?
This is to Rio. So the cheapest one I could find from Brisbane, Sydney, or Australia in general was $2,100, which is good.
One way?
No, that was both ways, but it was but it was 38 hours.
Oh yeah, I know.
38 hours there, 38 hours back.
I know. I haven't booked my flights because it's saying 3 stops, and I only do 2 minimum.
But the ones that are good, in terms of the quickest travel, they're $4,000 to $5,000.
$4,000. Yeah.
So I wanted to go to Carnival. When this girl asked me, she's like, "You should come. We'll do a collab. I'll get some girls. We'll do a collab house." I'm like, "This sounds amazing." I'm like, if I can afford these flights, great. And I looked at them, and I was like, "Come on, how hard? It shouldn't be that hard. Because if it takes me 14 hours to get to LA from Brisbane, shouldn't it be 16 to 18 hours to a little bit more south than that?"
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so difficult to get to.
Yeah, I think flying through the US, I think you have to get a visa. Oh, I don't know. It's difficult.
Either way, it was a lot harder than I thought, so I had to tell that girl no. But I'm jealous. I hope you do go and have a mad time because the idea of going to Carnival would be f***ing lit.
Yeah, I'm so keen for that, and I'm going to Egypt. I really want to see the pyramids.
Dude, what do you think? Okay, serious question.
Yeah.
Do you think the aliens made the pyramids?
Oh, isn't that the Illuminati? I think
Illuminati? No, the Anunnaki. You mean?
Well, you know how the Illuminati's like this or something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Illuminati do that hand signal
because that's the pyramids. So I think maybe they made them.
Well,
are those aliens?
So the Anunnaki are the old Incan gods that they actually, conspiracy theorists think that they're describing, instead of describing and sculpting gods in their carvings, that they're actually describing people who visited, or aliens that visited, not people. And they're called the Anunnaki, and they were who they thought were the world travelers who went and taught ancient humans how to make all these pyramids the same in all these different areas. Because you'll see the ways they made, or the carvings and the hieroglyphs and the way they made the pyramids in South America there's links to the pyramids in Egypt, and then there's links to the pyramids in the Amazon. There's all these different things that are uncontactable to each other at that time, as far as we know, but they've all got these similar traits. So they think that these Anunnaki came and went around and taught the ancient humans how to do it, but who the knows? But but either way, it's I love the pyramids.
Yeah, or maybe the aliens did build them, because I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna be like, what the
well, I mean,
Apollo's right.
Seriously. Well, there is literally 50-ton stones at those pyramids. I think the Gaza has I think it's between 20 and 40-ton stones are pretty common. So to move those just in general with modern machinery, they've done experiments and it's near impossible. Yeah. So how the they do that before? Yeah. You know what I mean? So literally. It's really tempting though. It's tempting to say aliens did it, because you don't have a explanation for it. But how the they do that? I'm super interested. That's one thing I'm going to get on
I'll
here.
come back and I'll tell
thank you.
you.
Please let me know.
I'll go inside and I'll
literally ask the dudes that are there. Just be like, hey, tell me about the aliens. I don't care about anything else.
I know.
I wonder what the actual dudes that are there giving you the tour. I wonder what their what's the word?
Conspiracy.
Well, not a conspiracy, but their explanation of it. Yeah. Because if they're like, because I actually don't know if there's been any modern extra proof from the last time I looked at like the classic like explanations of what they say for the pyramids, but it's definitely somewhere I want to go eventually because it would be pretty amazing to see. Yeah. Pretty dirty though, like and I would get a bodyguard or something as a beautiful Cairo. Young lady with big like it is.
I know. I told my mum and she doesn't want me to go. But
well, my mum went on a tour with my grandma, and they're like frail old ladies, and they had and they did like a tour, like one of these like elderly person tours where like 40 elderly people go and walk to all these things, and they had a dude with an AK-47 on the bus, just like a traveling security guard, and they would need that. Well, you should. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Like you should. Yeah. Like I think that anyone who can afford it, who's like a pretty at-risk young lady, I think like
actually, because you know what's funny? You know when you go onto your Instagram and you look at your analytics and you look at the country. Yep. Top 5 of countries, Cairo is in mine.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I will not be time stamping my
You need to be kidnap proof. Yeah. When you're over there for real. For real. But yeah, Egypt's sick. Anywhere else you got a plan?
I'm going to Africa.
Dude, awesome.
I want to just pyramids, the safari, Brazil, the carnival. Just like this isn't
like the
even
sickest year ever.
Yeah, this isn't even for like only
not for work.
It's not for work at all. Like
that's the difference between you and me. Like I travel for work only.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Apollo, any holidays?
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I need to like actually have a holiday.
I think I fuel off traveling, living out of a suitcase. I need a holiday booked, or at least 5.
That's on my list this month is to get my next like work holiday booked, but I might tack like a week in Bali or something like that on the start of it or the end of it. You know what I mean? Just so I can just decompress. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, do you ever get any weird custom requests? And if so, what's the wildest or weirdest you've gotten?
Like I always get the boy or the men want to write their name on my chest, or like for me to write their name, like Alex.
What do you think that is? Because dudes ask me to write I've had 2 guys ask me to write their wife's name.
Really? Yep. I definitely think it's like ownership, sort of. Like I don't know, like territory, like marketing territory.
Marketing
sort of,
territory.
I don't know, yeah. And like I'll do it, and they've got that photo. It's like I'm theirs now. Like
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like, it's
like
crazy.
that's pretty normal. Like, but yeah, I get that.
Well, I mean, I love that request because it means that it takes me no time to do.
I know.
And I'm like, yeah, cool. Just flick us 200 for that, and they're like, cool, no worries, sweet. Like,
I know.
The easiest custom I ever had to do.
Yeah. Weirdest, gosh. I can't think of anything right now.
Can't think of anything?
Something will pop up tomorrow that I did. Like, I don't really do. I feel like as you grow, when videos go viral, you get a really influx of subs, and I have just sort of cut off customs. They're just getting too much for me at the moment. Yeah, I don't have time. Yeah.
I hate having them hanging over my head.
Yeah, because I feel guilty. Like, I'm not going to do this.
Well, you can get your OnlyFans deleted. Like, I had Amber Luke in here, and she was saying she got it deleted, and I assumed it was because she wasn't following the rules. It's because she was getting customs and just forgetting to do them for like 4 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So, or not forgetting, but like, yeah, exactly. So I prefer, like, I'm the same as you probably, where if I get them, I want to be able to get it done, bust it out immediately. Yeah. So it's not hanging over my head. But if I had, like, there's some girls I work with overseas who are like, I've got like 15 customs to do tomorrow. I'm like, 15 customs?
I know.
Holy That's a work day, dude. Like, people reading, like, watching this, listening to this are probably like, doesn't sound like much, but like, that's a lot of diddling yourself.
I know.
It's a lot.
Do you know many friends that have their OnlyFans banned? Like, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah. So I've had...
Because, like, I do get a few warnings sometimes. Like, when do
What do you get warnings for on there?
like...
Not to, like, you know... attract the bad juju. I'm just curious.
I know, right? Like tagging, like I tag, but you need to have it tagged in your vault as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit confusing. Like it's tagged, but in the caption, but if it's not, so tagging, using some like bad words like schoolgirl and like role play in a schoolgirl costume. Stuff that maybe I did a year ago and it's getting flagged now. It's like they're getting stricter.
I get audited like once a year, maybe once every 18 months.
Yeah, like...
So all that stuff, like the tagging, last time I got audited I think was like 18 months to 2 years ago, and that's when all this like
you
tagging,
wake up and you have like
you wake up and there's 150 red
yes, it's red.
Because if anyone knows OnlyFans, it's like there's blue notifications and there's red ones. Red ones are system errors or system problems from the big daddy OnlyFans boss.
Yeah.
And the blue ones are just like your subscriber bought your video, like, or liked your photo. But if you see the red, you're like, what is this? And like I woke up one day with 150 to 200 of those, and that was like, they go through your entire account and check if everyone's tagged, which is great. They should do that, and they do that. Yeah. But like it's incredibly stressful when the first time you've done it, or first time that happens, and you're like, what the going on?
I know.
It's an easy fix, a lot of it. Like I think I had 2 posts get taken down, so I had 2 strikes on my account for, like, once again, videos from 5 years ago, or pictures from 5 years ago, maybe me in public, like
someone in the background or something. I posted something about fins and
whatever it was. So it's like, it's one of those things where like I've always tried to be like 100% on the rules, but now I'm like even more so. If there's like a grey area, if someone's like, I'm a big I can do a huge I'm like, nah. Like, because I had a friend, Rocket Powers, from overseas, who just got his account deleted because he was working with girls who were and that's counted now as bodily fluids. And this is the annoying thing that can happen with OnlyFans, is that they retroactively input new policy that weren't necessarily policy at that time, but they punish you just the same. So for example, and was never accounted as body fluids. Like it wasn't counted in the same category as and all that kind of stuff until recently. So 6 months, 2 years ago, when I had that video up, it would have been greenlit. It would have been fine if they did an audit. But now they do an audit, they go back and they go, 2.5 years ago, you put this video up. It's body fluids. And you're like, dude, that's not what it was when I posted it.
Literally.
So it can be... I think it is my biggest fear that I get deleted, but I'm so vanilla on there, like in terms of like I don't do anything crazy fetish, nothing outside the rules. If there is outside the rules stuff, I now put it on Fansly. Yeah. So like if anyone wants to see, like I, a couple of girls overseas who do a lot of content, they were like, after our scene, they're like, do you mind just like me in the shower? I'm like, sure. So that will go on Fansly. Yeah. But I would never put that just for funsies on OnlyFans. I would never push the limits on OnlyFans anymore.
I know. Don't want to risk getting...
No, definitely not. Because, OnlyFans is like the Netflix of streaming for adults. Like if you were to, go from Netflix to then only be able to stream on Stan, you'd be like, well, missed out on 80% of the market. I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've talked about you doing a lot of traveling for personal reasons, just to enjoy traveling. Do you have any plans to travel for work?
Definitely the States. Miami, I'm thinking.
Awesome.
Girls wise, I think.
There's a lot of girls in Miami.
Yeah, have you ever done Miami?
Yeah. My first trip to America, I went to Miami, but I feel like in my experience when I went, I could only really find a lot of female creators with partners who only worked with women.
Really?
So like a lot of the girls I saw go over there who worked with like a lot of these girls with partners, I was like, I hit them up and they're like, we only work with other females. So like LA though, I found was like the hub of single female creators or female creators with partners who allowed them to work with other dudes. So I just found that to me to be a little bit better. Yeah. Plus at Miami, like it's like where the crazy people go. It's where the cowboys are.
Really?
So I feel like it's a bit fast and loose on the cancellations. Like I found in LA, I didn't have that many cancellations. In Miami, I had like a good 30%.
Wow.
Cancellations, which, it's all good. But when you're traveling, like you just try and like minimize. Yeah. But is what it is.
Yeah, the only reason why I want to go to Miami is because I'll be in Rio and it's so hard to get home to Bali, it was like, yeah.
Oh, so you have to fly to Miami, then fly to Bali from there.
Well, like, it was saying only like $800 to Miami. Like, I was just looking at ways around, trying to get home, and I was like, why don't I just go to Miami?
Yeah.
Straight flight.
Yep. How far is that?
It's only like
6 hours or something?
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's the
what
reason.
I think that's what I would do. Like, if I was going to go to South America, I think it would have to be tacked on the back of an America trip to make it like easier to, like, an easier pill to swallow.
Yeah. Because did you go to Mexico?
I've been to Mexico before, but not for work.
Yeah.
I went, like, when I did my first America tour, it was to go to Coachella with a bunch of my friends, and we ended up, I ended up taking so many doing, drinking so much, having a lot of wild with a lot of random, like, it was actually one of those trips where it's like, you look at it, it's like, it was like some sort of movie, like American Pie movie. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
It was actually sick, but I went from Coachella to Vegas to Cancun to a place called Playa del Carmen, which is a less mainstream, less like commercialized party scene. Oh wow! So it's like if you want to go
Mexico.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I don't know if I'd trust myself to go there. Like even now, I think back at like I don't know. A lot of like cartel presence there. So like I don't know if going anywhere outside the mainstream is a good idea anymore. I don't think it was a good idea then. But like try tell 22-year-old Apollo that.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a I know. But
that's me.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, like as long as you take precautions to be safe, then you'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Like if I had honestly, like if I was young hot chick and I wanted to do all this stuff and I had the money for security, I'd just have like a security with me most of the time.
Yeah,
for sure. Like when I went to Bali, even I it was like cheap as I got a guy who was my driver.
Yeah,
and he was literally like, you've got me for 10 hours a day for this like 700 baht or whatever it worked out to be. It was like $70 worked out to be Australian, and he would literally follow you wherever you went, sleep in the car when you're at an event. Like he'd be like, here's the event you're going to go to for the next 3 hours. I'll see you right in this spot. And I literally look out and he's like there asleep in the front. You know what I mean? So
I've seen videos being like, invite your driver to like the events that you go to, or like the beach clubs. It's so funny.
Yeah, best.
Because like, yeah, they're so cute. My driver is now like my best friend.
Best.
He's the guy behind all my Instagram photos.
Oh, he's your IG boyfriend. He's your Instagram boyfriend.
He takes all my photos.
That's the best.
I get him to come to my villa.
What a legend.
Yeah, I'm going over there. He's picking me up from the airport Friday. I'm giving him like $3,000. He's going to buy me a bike, and then I go to Thailand, and then he's going to paint it pink for me, and I'll be back. Like that's how much they're that's the thing.
Like and those
like
guys,
I trust him. I'm gonna give him $3,000. Like I don't know.
Those guys are like they're just like contractors for whatever you want. They're like
I know.
They're like, we're not only a driver. If I said to him, hey dude, here's what I want. I want to get a haircut. I want to get this. I want you to compare these prices of these and get me the best deal for this event or this thing, or find where I can buy this food on the island and take me there. Like they're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'll be right back to you, sir, with all the information you need.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if you know, like I need to put the bike in his name. If you want to buy a villa, you have to put it in a local's name. Oh, because when you're a foreigner, like. When you're not a citizen, like it's only a leasehold for a few. Like
I know in Thailand you're not allowed to own more than 49% of any property.
Yeah.
It's like someone else has to own 51% with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I trust him. Like they're so beautiful over there.
Such nice people.
Yeah, they're such nice people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can definitely get a bit of. Yeah, I actually get heaps of work done in Bali. I can rent a villa, and if I don't max it out with photos and content, I feel like it's not worth it. Like I have to get a photo in every single corner because the villas are so beautiful. I think I work really hard in Bali. I think that's why I really like it.
That's probably why you're so successful, because honestly, like for someone like yourself who does all your own socials, and it's all of you.
Yep.
Like unlike other people, aka me, who like, yes, I do some social media on my own, but most of my socials are with the girls I'm with, or doing collab ones. Like it's all all podcast or whatever. Like whereas like you're making all your dough from like doing like selfies or selfie videos or like trends like of yourself. So I think that's like the best. If you can get like a nice spot in Bali, like a nice like villa, and just use every angle of it, every single part of it, that's a different backdrop. Yeah, killing it.
I know.
And you could get like 20, 30 videos in like 2 days. Easy.
The lifestyle. it's just so easy to incorporate my work into it. So that's why I love it. Even though OnlyFans is blocked over there, it's a struggle.
This episode brought to you by My OnlyFans. It's an amateur's paradise. Hundreds of girls and me. Get 50% off your first month at www.onlyfans.com/theapolloshow.aus. See you there. Is it
It's banned.
like I don't want to like I don't want to like put a spotlight on this, but is there like a penalty if you get caught like filming content over there? Like what's the?
Well, it's funny. Airbnb is getting when you book an Airbnb now, you have to be really careful that on their policy it says like no commercial photography might be on their rules list. That's banned. So you have to be careful. Me and my friend got like a message from the owner the other day when we were just taking photos, saying like, yeah, we're just letting you know, no commercial photography, which we were just like, oh.
But that doesn't count if it's you taking it for socials.
I know,
that
right?
means like you have a photographer there.
It's hard because I'm like, well, how did you know that? Like, where are these?
But also in
hidden?
my head, I'm like, what is the difference though between a photographer taking a sexy photo or you taking a sexy photo of yourself with your phone on a tripod?
Yeah.
Like honestly, what is the
know,
difference? Sometimes you can't even tell the difference in how good the quality is now, because we all have these amazing iPhone 16s. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
Like there's only a few photographers that I've seen where I'm like, I would pay for his services or her services because they're better than what I can take myself.
Literally.
Like it's very rare now with the quality of phones that we have that we can't, like in good lighting, if there's a nice clear Balinese day and you're by a pool, you'd be flat out to take a worse, it's hard to take a bad picture.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that is really annoying with the Airbnbs kind of spying on you.
Yeah. And I've not heard of anyone getting kicked out, but I know they can come find you because, also this is so irrelevant, but I know subleasing like a room.
Yep.
Like you renting a villa and you subleasing the room. I know they've got really strict rules around that. And my friend told me he's got 2 friends that have been deported and they find you, and they will kick you out. That and when you sort of bash a brand or a company online?
Defamation.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're really strict on that. So if you go online and be like, oh, this nail salon was so in Bali, they're really strict on that. I've heard.
Really?
They're just, I think they can come.
Yeah, anything that's like against their tourism or anything that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, OnlyFans I haven't heard.
Well, that's good.
I take my toys in like all the time. It just depends, if they x-ray your bag. But I think most of the time they're just looking for
Yeah, totally. I think what you're doing compared to like drugs is a completely different ballgame for sure. Now, I mean, I'm sure it's hard to have bad mental health when you're living the absolute dream over in Bali. But I know with my social media, like it's never, as you say, it's always up and down. It's never like good all the time. How do you manage your mental health? Like, what are some things you do for yourself that help you like keep it stable when you're like feeling like things are falling apart around you? Yeah,
I can relate. Like, up and down. Like I think when you have such good days, obviously like the good days, they always have to drop because you're never gonna like beat it.
It's not gonna be good all the time.
I just let it be. I don't know. I don't really have. I just have a mentality that like I just have to keep posting. I'm not gonna let a bad day or like my socials. It's crazy because I used to get like 16,000 followers a day. My follower count went up like all the time, like every second. But at the moment, it's slower. I would only get like 1,000 followers every 2 days, and I'm always refreshing. But I just have a positive mindset. Just keep posting. Good. Like I'll post a photo from 2 years ago at Finn's, and Instagram loved it, and it just pops off.
I'm the same.
The more random, the better. More consistent.
Yep.
You just never know. You just have to keep going. Like there's no finish line. Like
It's a great way to put it. There is no finish line. Absolutely.
And just staying positive. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like I'm having a low at the moment, but I'm not letting it like get to me.
Nah, just got to keep up with the process.
Yeah. Just have to keep on scheduling.
Yeah.
For me, I just love scheduling stuff. Because you set and forget.
If there's one thing that is bound to make your mental health worse, is if it's to do with like how your business is going, is to worry about how bad things are going and forget to do the things that you need to do to run the business.
Yeah.
So like when I got my TikTok deleted years ago now, I like was like like went into like a bit of a mental breakdown for like, you know, 2 weeks where I was just kind of like kicking stones and not posting, and then things shocked me. Things got worse because I stopped posting. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like a kind of compounding interest on an already awful time.
Yeah.
So I think that's great advice, just to stay consistent no matter what.
Yeah, don't let the bad days
become bad weeks.
Yeah. I wonder if like how long it'll be like this for, but yeah, I just have to keep on posting. Yep. Hopefully our videos do well.
Yeah, you just got to keep on it. And what I'll say, like, to anyone out there who's taking that advice, it's try find something that works for you that's within the guidelines. Oh, I think like a lot of people, like a lot of girls will like post and it'll get shadow banned. Then they'll post more booty and it'll get even more shadow banned. And they're like, nothing works. I'm like, try not posting your
I know.
For just one post.
On my account status, like green ticks, like every day I have to make sure. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I went viral, because my friend told me, you just have to stop posting up. And I was like, okay. And I did it, and when you get recommended, you get recommended.
Absolutely.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's
you just have to follow the guidelines.
Exactly. You just have to find something that works for you, that is within the guidelines, and hammer it hard. Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely have to follow those, and you don't question other people or yourself, because I'm looking at girls that do like the videos, like a few creators like twerking and stuff, and I'm like, how do they get away with it? Yeah. I'm always like, but
I always assume they're on borrowed time. I always assume it's a matter of time until their account gets deleted, because like, I don't know anyone who's going like against the guidelines and not getting violations for it. Yeah. Period.
So I just get violations for having my link in my bio. Like, how? Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you have like do you use like a link base, like one of those like link trees, or or were you just putting your OnlyFans link in your bio?
Oh no, definitely. I know that gets flagged. Yeah. I was using one of those link based thingies. Yeah. Yeah, do you ever get shadow banned?
Oh yeah, I mean,
like
I don't know if you've followed me for long, but about 2 years ago I completely changed my content plan because my content was completely shadow banned every time. It never used to be, but this is just when the new guidelines came out, the can't be recommended guidelines. It turns out that a lot of the stuff I was doing at the time, so like I had a whole series where I was like dancing, and the girl
like
next
doing magic mics or something.
Yeah, like or like doing TikTok dances, but I would get the girl next to me. I would be in a pool up to my ankles in like a baby pool, or like the shallow end, and I would get the girl just to twerk in a bikini next to me while I was doing the TikTok dance. Yeah.
And those so it wasn't even you that got banned. It was the girl probably.
Well, but also I had this huge like era where I would get into like some loose fitting underwear, and I would like jump around, make my bounce, or like bursting out of a pool and my like burst over the edge, which all these things worked like incredibly well. But also I'm glad I was kind of forced to change, because I would say the audience I was attracting was mostly gay dudes. Love you guys, but like you're not buying my straight you know what I mean? Like I'm doing straight videos. Like, you know, gay guys, although they're great, they weren't coming on and buying like a bunch of my straight more coming on being like, I thought you were going to be way gayer than this. Ew. And then they would leave. Yeah. So like once I started getting like a lot of these like videos of me in underwear, videos of me like skipping in underwear, like all things that were just like ridiculous gay thirst traps. Once I started doing more with the girls, like lo and behold, A, my account became less shadow banned, and B, I started to sell more actual videos on my OnlyFans, because I was getting more straight men, straight women, people who are actually interested in the content I'm doing. Which is kind of like the double-edged sword with men doing this, is that like if you have your OnlyFans as a girl, you can get like do a bunch of solos and stuff, and like the dudes that are buying your boy-girl videos will also be more than happy to buy the solos. Whereas like a lot of the people who are interested in my solos are gay men.
Yeah.
And then you have a totally different audience that are interested in my boy girl. You know what I mean? So I now have a solo page for my...
I did see that. I've checked out your link tree, yes.
Yeah. So I've got a solo page for my gay community that are interested in just seeing me, or anyone who's interested in seeing just me. And then I've got my collab page, which is for anyone who wants to see the girls I'm with, the videos I make with the girls, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think works really well.
Yeah.
And I got a free page. Do you have a free page?
Yeah, I do.
How good is it?
It's good. Yeah. I'm keeping it around for OFTV. Heaps of videos coming soon because you need a free page link to OFTV.
Gotcha.
So
I think that my free page eventually will overtake my normal page.
really, yeah.
Well, I never used to get sales on it. I used to think it was a bit of a waste of time, and then all of a sudden I started putting more effort into it. I think the main thing people should get out of this conversation is the more you put effort into things, the more you see results from things. Period. Because as soon as I scheduled 3-4 posts to go out, like videos to be sent out on my free page every day, plus a scheduled post on the page every day.
Yeah.
Once I started doing that, and then linking, if I put any like videos out, like, you know, explicit videos out on like Twitter or Reddit, I'll put a watermark of the free page.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, because people are like, oh, I'm viewing this on Twitter for free. Yeah. If that's free, I'll go to that for free. So then all of a sudden I'm getting like, you know, thousands of people start to join my free page. And although they don't buy, a lot of them don't buy, like I might still get 1 sale today, 2 sales tomorrow, 2 sales the next day, 1 sale after that. You know, so it's just a drip feed of essentially free money. Like it's money I would never have had before, and it really takes no effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the scheduling tool on OnlyFans is
so good.
My favorite.
So good. To be organized is a huge asset in this game. Huge asset.
I love when you wake up and you feel productive because it's the scheduling tool.
Yeah. One
time I woke up and I scheduled stuff. This was like last year in like October. I scheduled stuff all the way to May next year. And I maxed it. Like I wanted, like a thing came up on my OnlyFans being like
you've maxed it out.
You've maxed out your scheduling thing.
Classic.
I was just scheduling just like voice notes.
Yep.
Like a reminder to turn your renew on for a cheeky photo.
Yeah, it does have a daily limit of how much you can schedule, which is weird.
Yeah, it does because I maxed it out. I just liked having something every week because you thank yourself today because I really don't.
Well, this is the beauty of it. Like for anyone who does OnlyFans or anyone who doesn't actually, like there's a real power in having complete control over your own schedule.
Yeah.
Like being able to say, you know what, today I've got a bit of a headache. Today I don't feel the best.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do nothing today. But tomorrow I'm going to hit it hard. And today I can do nothing because I've got my OnlyFans scheduled, my free OnlyFans scheduled, my solo page is scheduled, my Instagram is scheduled, and I've only got to put a story up to say, click this link for this.
I know.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
And then I can just snooze off the rest of the day, get this headache under control, and I've lost nothing.
I know.
So I think like the more organized you can be, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I love waking up and having those days.
So good. I probably
quite rare.
Well, yeah, same. Like I very rarely have those days. I'm always doing. If I'm not working, I'm spending the day training or walking or doing stuff. I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
Speaking of training, like you have a really good physique. Do you train? Do you do anything?
I don't like the gym. I only like classes. I love being told what to do.
Oh, I know.
So I know. I love a booty class.
Yep.
I love Pilates, but in Bali on ClassPass, it's so hard to get on. Like do you guys use ClassPass? Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, ClassPass, it's just like heaps of different gyms and...
Oh, they all opt in for this thing that you can buy and you can go to all of them?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's really good. Because in Bali, the gyms are so expensive. It's like
really?
$300 a month.
What?
But the gyms are like top of the... It's like
line.
You know that gym in Brisbane? That's
Which
really
one?
nice.
Oh, Total Fusion?
Yeah, it's like a big...
It's like $70 a week or something.
And it's really nice.
Yeah, totally. It's got all the stuff. It's where all the fancy people go. Like, apparently, a few of my friends have a membership as a business expense and they barely train. They're there to meet people. They're there to meet other 100%. High-powered business people. That's the way to do it. Like, if anyone out there, if you want to meet some business people, go to a very expensive, exclusive fitness club.
And all you have to do is go in the sauna. That's where everyone starts chatting. That's I've met so many people people in the sauna.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're so hot and there's nothing else
Sauna's
to
so
do.
good.
Yeah. I love
sauna.
meeting people in the sauna.
Yeah.
Like,
Sauna, ice bath, big fan.
yeah.
Big fan.
People that do that wellness sort of stuff are like my type of people there.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I like people who train.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to party and stuff sometimes, but like that's not my main MO. I usually like the people who are like, I'm 90% training, health, being healthy, sleeping, taking care of business, and then 100%. I'm 10% all the other fun shit.
Yeah.
That's the kind of split I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about today, Alanna?
Not that I can think of.
Not you can think of? It's an absolute pleasure to meet you in real life.
No,
Thanks
thank
for being
you
awesome.
so much for having me.
Do you want to let everyone know where they can find you?
Oh, yeah.
On socials?
Okay, my personal, Alana Powell. My Reels account, Alannasworldx. My OnlyFans, Alannasworldx. X, I think. I don't even know.
They'll find it.
Yeah,
They'll find it.
yeah. Oh, you find it on my Instagram. And that's all, really. My Twitter is like, you have to find me.
What about your OnlyFans? What's your OnlyFans?
Oh, yeah, it's Alannasworldx, I think. It's 1X or 2X. I don't even know how bad's that.
They'll find it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Easy. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
That, yeah. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
No, I loved your questions.
Great. I'm so glad.
Thank you.
Come back again anytime.
Oh, please. Thank you.
Done. See ya. Thanks, guys.
Bye.